It very much exposes what your idol is.
Yeah.
Because if you're worried about losing income, or you're worried about what your friends will think of you, or you're worried about how your family's going to respond, and this is true with any one of God's laws, right?
Yeah.
Um, but if you're worried about those things and that's your reason for not doing it, we just found out what your God is, right?
Yeah.
Because it exposes the heart. The Torah
Yeah.
exposes the heart. And when someone is unwilling to, if they're not doing it out of ignorance, it's one thing. Okay. I think we would agree there. But if they're not doing it because it's there, but I'm going to justify it because, or justify not doing it because it's going to hurt me or potentially hurt my family economically or socially or whatever.
Right.
Now we know what your idol is.
Right. Right. But if the law of God contends against me and tells me what I'm doing is evil, good, equally good. In fact,
Right.
even better, might argue, because now I'm getting out of the rebellion that I was ignorantly in or purposefully in, and I'm
Right.
now walking at peace with God,
Mm.
because that's such a stronghold that everything else starts to make sense once you start keeping that. You see it as a creation commandment. You see it as a moral commandment. You see it as Moses inherited what already existed. You see in Isaiah 66, the feasts and the Sabbaths are kept in the new heaven and the new earth.
Yes.
And you start to see the full picture is, oh, it never goes away, right? We might be able to discuss some of the Levitical priesthood related laws, but something like this is so clearly forever. It's this unending precept that God has given to us. And if they'll shift on that, it becomes easier for them to start to adopt the law. And it starts to make more sense when Jesus says things like the law will never become void,
Right.
in Luke's gospel.
Right.